This is Fido Friendly Travel Talk. Here's your host, Susan Sims.
Hey everybody, it's Susan Sims with Fido Friendly Travel Talk, brought to you by Animal Radio, where we talk about the travel and lifestyle for you and your furry best friend. We're going to talk about Zymox today. It's a veterinarian recommended product, and we also joined Fido Friendly again this year for our 16th annual Get Your Licks on Route 66 Pet Adoption Tour. My guest today is Billy Bosco, Director of Research and Development at Zymox. Hey, Billy, welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I thanked you again for your continued support over the years with Zymox at our pet adoption events. And what's so much fun is seeing the people when they actually adopt an animal, be it a cat or a dog, and they donate money to spin the wheel, and when they land on Zymox, they can't believe their great good luck at the wonderful products that you do every year that you will send to the shelters specifically to help raise money and get these animals off to a great start. Because as you know, shelter pets, they come in with all kinds of maladies, and that's the first day that they get adopted. That's just the start. So your products really help these people. That some of them are first-time pet parents, or they're adding to their existing, pets at home. So I just want to thank you again for that. That's really special.
I appreciate that. We like to joke in our family that Zymox is like the Windex of the pet care world, because a lot of these dogs and cats have issues, wide variety of skin, oral care, and ear issues. And Zymox covers all of that. So we always joke that it's whatever issue you have, your thyroid's acting up, use Zymox, or any issue you could possibly have, Zymox will work on it.
I love that. So I know, like I said, you've been involved with Fido Friendly and our pet adoption tour for a number of years, but tell us a little bit so our listeners can learn about what the history of Zymox is.
So once you learn how Zymox operates and how it started, you'll become as much of a believer as us. This company was started by my mom, not out of a reason looking for a way to make money, but out of desperation. We had a dog that had an ear infection that was so serious that it needed surgery. And my mom at the time was raising 4 kids and just simply could not afford it. But she was desperate because she loved animals. So she reached out to her brother, my uncle, Michael Pelko, he's like our Tony Stark. He's in chemistry. He knew everything about everything. And he had recently been researching enzymes. So she told him about the problem, and he said, you know what? I think I actually have a solution for that. He whipped up the product overnight, mailed it to her, and within 3 to 5 days, the infection was completely gone. And my mom turned to him and said, Mike, I think we're onto something here. And so from that moment on, I watched my mom claw her way out of poverty, growing this company out of our basement into a warehouse and into the international company it is today. But it all started because we had a dog that we were so desperate to keep, and she was going to do anything she could to keep it. And thankfully, we had an uncle who was a mad scientist and was able to create a product that works.
That's amazing. You connected all the dots. And what are some of the products that you do have on Zymox.com?
Our products will handle anything that is related to the ear, skin, or mouth. So we use the same enzyme system across all of our different product lines because we know our enzymes work, while being non-toxic and non-species specific. So if you have anything related to the ear, we have solutions and cleansers and ear wipes for the ear. Anything related to the skin, we have topical creams, we have topical sprays, we have shampoos and conditioners for cats and dogs that get really allergy-ridden skin. And we also have oral care. We have brushless oral care, tasteless. So any issue related to the skin, ear, and mouth, we have a product that will cover that.
Well, you talked about enzymes. So is this the LP3 enzyme system? And what is that? That is just what you have specific to Zymox.
Correct. This enzyme system is like magic to us. On the surface, it sounds very complicated, but when you look into every single enzyme, you realize they've been around forever, and we just didn't put it into a single product. So the enzymes are naturally found in our immune system and cats and dogs and other animals' immune system. My uncle just found a way to put it into a single product, and they react together. So the magic behind this product is the enzymes will react with the debris in the surface of the skin or the mouth or in the ear. That way, there's no pre-cleaning involved. A lot of our other competitors or products or even antibiotics require pre-cleaning, and that could be hard to comply with for the owner. The pet doesn't like it always. So our products are non-toxic and non-species specific. They react with the pus and debris in the affected area, meaning it's extra easy to work on. And on top of all of that, we like to say our main competitors are antibiotics, which we know they work. There's a place in the world for antibiotics, but we're often learning these days of the growing concern of antibiotic resistance, especially for reoccurring ear infections or reoccurring infections in general. The bacteria are learning to develop resistance towards the antibiotic. And that way they have to keep using a stronger dose or switching the medication. And we end up creating these super bugs because the ear infections, they're a secondary issue. They're going to keep coming up. And so we like to say we are an enzymatic alternative to antibiotics because we are naturally present in the body. So we will do no harm to the healthy cells because they're already used to these enzymes.
I love that. And I also want to do a shout out because the products are made in USA.
Correct. Yes.
Yay. Now, other than the family dog who was the guinea pig and all these just, 25 years ago, do you have stories or do you have anything that folks have shared with you that how impactful using these products have been on their pet?
Yeah, and that's why I will say it's the most rewarding part of this company is I have a product that I feel like I'm not even selling because it simply works and it's a low cost and it just provides need to all these animals. So firsthand experience, we had every animal growing up from tarantulas, scorpions, hissing cockroaches, hairless rats, cats, dogs, ducks, chickens. We've used our product firsthand on all of these. So we've seen it firsthand. And then on top of it, when I travel across the country or I meet a local groomer or a vet and I tell them about Zymox, they tell me, I just can't believe I didn't find this sooner. I had all these issues, the worst, nastiest infection, and it kept getting worse. And I finally tried Zymox and it simply went away. And then on top of that, you read all the reviews online and every comment seems to say, I wish I found this sooner. And that's because our products simply do no harm, non-toxic, non-species specific, and they just simply work. And I wish I could drive that message home to everyone across the country because a lot of our competitors, yes, things do work. Antibiotics, they do work, but our product, it's safe, it's easy to comply with. And once people try it, they just regret not finding it sooner.
Yeah, that's amazing. I like that it's also veterinarian recommended. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we can talk about products made for small and exotic animals. So sit and stay. We'll be right back with more Fido-Friendly Travel Talk on Animal Radio.
For over 25 years, Zymox enzymatic dermatology and Oratine brushless dental care have helped millions of animals have healthier skin, ears, and mouth without the use of antibiotics. All of our products use the LP3 enzyme system and other natural ingredients, making us safe and effective for pets of all ages. Zymox and Oratine are proudly made in the USA. To find out more, head to Zymox.com.
This is Fido-Friendly Travel Talk. Here's your host, Susan Sims.
Welcome back to Fido-Friendly Travel Talk, where you have been listening to my guest, Billy Bosco from Pet King Brands and Zymox. And before the break, we talked about the positive impact Zymox has had on the lives of our pets and their pet parents. But since I'm an equal opportunity pet lover, I also wanted to hear about the products made for small and exotic animals. And so what type of animals are we talking about?
So Zymox is non-species specific. That means it works across the board. So no matter what animal you have, Zymox will provide a solution for that. So that means reptiles, that means ferrets. I personally have a chinchilla, works in chinchillas as well, anything. So no matter what animal you have, Zymox is effective with it.
And birds?
Correct, yes.
Oh my gosh.
We have a separate line, Zymox Avian Care for birds, Zymox Small Animals and Exotic for smaller reptile animals, and we have also a Xylivin for reptiles.
You guys are also doing such great work, and I think that would be important for our listeners to learn about initiatives that you're doing to support animal advocacy. What are those?
So most recently, we just sent a bunch of relief packages out to the recent hurricane victims. That's been our recent initiative. On top of that, throughout the year, we're always looking for shelters or rescues we can partner with and to give them Zymox, because most of the animals being rescued have their own host of issues they're dealing with. And the best thing we can do is just get Zymox in the hands of people for free to take care of these animals. So while we can't be on the ground ourselves because we're spread pretty thin, we want to give the resources to the people doing the good work as much as possible. So throughout the year, we just give it to rescues whenever we can.
Well, thank you for doing that. And it's more than a heartstrings industry that you're in. You know, the pet industry is so wonderful. And most people that we get to meet really do have the best interests of our pets at heart. So what is the best place for people to learn more about Zymox?
Anything information related, just go to Zymox.com. You'll be able to learn about the Unzem system. You'll be able to learn about our products, where to buy us, how to become a dealer. And that's all can be found on the website.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Of course, glad to be here.
That's it for Fido Friendly Travel Talk. You have been listening to Billy Bosco from Zymox. For more information about today's show or just about traveling with Fido, log on to FidoFriendly.com. Until next time, travel safe and leave no dog behind. This is Susan Sims for Fido Friendly Travel Talk.